Yes, we're back for the final time this week on 67 Hail Hail. If you've not yet followed us on Twitter, we're at 67 Hail Hail. It's the same name on Facebook. And if you'd like to subscribe to us and the podcast we do, Boys v Blue Noses, give that a wee go on YouTube as well, and you'll never miss a new episode. Right, favourite Scottish Cup memories, of course, we're back in Scottish Cup action this weekend against St Johnstone. Sunday it is 3 o'clock, kick-off at McDermott Park. Looking forward to that one, but we'll dive into nostalgia probably a few years later for one of us in the room. Do you want to just get it out of the way?
Yes, because I'm older than used to. One of my favourites was a quarter-final, same as this weekend. 1996. It was...
the year I was born.
There you go. It was live on BBC, that's how long ago it was.
I don't remember
Celtic 2, Dundee United 1. Troy Burns was the manager. We fell behind 1-0 in the first half. Owen Coyle scored for a penalty spot. Gordon Marshall saved the penalty, but he scored the rebound.
Gordon Marshall, there's a name you never hear
then
anymore.
we struggled, missed loads of chances. And Dundee United were in the the championship then. Mm-hmm.
Just like they are now.
Just like they are now, aye. And we were struggling until, I think it was the 89th minute. Pierre Van Hooijdonk scored with a trademark header.
Was this at Ibrox?
No, was it Celtic Park?
No, I don't know why I was
And
thinking.
then, literally a minute later, I think Jackie McNamara put the ball through to Andy Tom, who ran through and scored. We scored twice in the last few minutes. A typical Celtic Cup victory. Probably nobody remembers because we didn't even go on to win the Cup that year. We got beat in the semi-final. But that was probably the first Celtic team for years that even challenged. That was the year we only lost one game. We didn't win the league. So that was a good Cup memory. And the other one, because I'm old, the year before, 1995, winning the Cup against the Airdrie, first trophy we'd won in 6 years. Because Celtic, yes, people won't remember.
Van Hooijdonk scored in that game?
He did.
Yeah,
people won't remember.
That Ibrox?
No, Hampden.
Man.
I don't get... He scored a header against Rangers. No, that wasn't in the
That's
Cup.
probably what I'm thinking.
No, yes, people won't remember. Celtic actually did go years without winning trophies.
There's a lot of older fans out there
just
that
like me.
probably relate to you at the moment.
About 1996, but in 1995, Pierre's goal against Airdrie, just the relief. The game wasn't enjoyable at all. Like, I think that was with two chances. I think that one, John Collins, the header by the post, but it was so tense because it would have the Rafe Rovers. That was the same season where we could be after them in the Cup. But that was like another great memory because Troy Burns we all loved him, and he finally got the monkey off his back, won a trophy. And that's my old Scottish Cup memories. So now used to young guys can do your memories of the 2000s or 2010s.
No, thanks for that, John. Over to David.
I got a couple. I mean, first actual Scottish Cup final, I sort of remember as being a sort of active self fan, if you like, when I was a younger boy, was the Doumbe final. Against
any final that's known by just one thing before it is iconic, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know about that for that game.
The reason was I actually didn't see the game. I was camping at the time, and I remember there was one guy who had a radio that was listening to it. I kept going up to him, my nerves were shredding, just not seeing them in this final. And the longer the game went on, not in each, I was just getting dead nervous about how it was going to be. And I just remember the sheer elation. And I heard that Doumbe had scored and it would won the Cup. I was quite young at the time, so I didn't know how significant the Scottish Cup actually was as I do now. But just knowing Celtic had won the Cup was brilliant. I'm a pure amazing feeling at the end of the game.
The only guy ever to score for a slide tackle to this day. I've never seen someone else score for a slide tackle.
I think the goal summed up the game.
Also got something more recent than that, but not too recent. I'm sort of leaving the obvious ones, but Celtic won Rangers 0 with Mark Wilson. I thought that was a brilliant game. Mind that the shame game.
Why was that a shame again? Because we were kind of grouped in with them, weren't we, for the shame?
100%.
Who was it got 3 folk sent off, and who embarrassed themselves about 8 or 9 yellow cards?
100%. Mind Bugera pure shoved the referee's hand. Could you imagine if that was Brown?
No, I'd be reacting. I'd be fine, no reaction.
So that was beating them, seeing them totally lose their rag over it. Yeah. And it was at a time where Lennon kept getting results against them
we were good against them in the actual first game at Ibrox.
Should have won.
For half an hour.
I've been at a lot of derby matches. That was one of the only times there's been a proper poisonous atmosphere. You could feel it in the air that night. It wasn't. I'm surprised. I think there was maybe like a few arrests inside the stadium.
It all came for Rangers. It all came for Rangers. I don't care what anyone says about that game. It all came from them. Their anger and their frustration that they couldn't get a result against us. And it was a brilliant night, going to bed knowing that they just couldn't beat us, although they did end up knocking us out of final a few weeks after that. But finally, I remember this game, and it was just brilliant to watch. Football was staggering. Hearts 0, Celtic 7 at Tynecastle. That was a brilliant
Doesn't get
result.
spoken about enough, that, does
I
it?
thought it was
7-0
great.
at Tynecastle.
Tynecastle, I always think, is one of the best places to win at, because you're talking about poisonous atmospheres. Tynecastle can be terrible for that kind of stuff. And I think maybe it wasn't at capacity because Hearts were playing poorly at the time.
Yeah.
I remember ripping them apart and it felt brilliant.
I think Lennon called it a footballing utopia or something after it.
It was just a brilliant
Lustig
show.
scored one of the greatest goals ever.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh, that one off the bar, superb. But it was brilliant. I mean, if you were asking me to pick a stadium in Scotland outside Ibrox that I'd want to go and do something like that, it would be Tynecastle.
100%.
So, those are my three that just
Now
came,
on to you,
came to
Hamish.
my mind. On you go.
I've got just obvious ones, to be honest. I've got the shame game. Aye. Now I've got the shame game written down. The Brown one at Ibrox.
Oh, aye.
We didn't win that game. Obviously, that kind of links into the shame game because that was the first game. That goal, that celebration, the fact that we played with 10 men for the majority of that match, we outplayed them with 10 men. We should have won with 10 men.
Mind me, Naismith trying to dive at the end
He
to win
gets
a
sent off,
penalty and get sent off.
I forgot they finished with 10 men as well, but remarkable performance and a really good result as well going to Ibrox, because that was a decent Rangers team with Walter Smith and all that, and that was a great result. Last season's final, I think it's got to be in the conversation in terms of top memories, the way we played, sealing the treble, the fact that we weren't at our best.
And we went one down, there was a genuine feeling, oh my God,
I remember
it's
sitting
actually going to be
there
it.
shaking my nerves thinking, right, the run's over, because there was still a big question mark over Neil Lennon as the Celtic boss and whether he could win trophies. I know he'd got us over the line and done well in the league, but there was still a feeling in the cups that he could come unstuck, and it did have that feeling. But obviously Edward comes up and scores 2 goals, one of them a penalty, amazing day. But the number one, we all know what the number one memory is. It comes 2017. A rain-soaked Hampden, the weirdest experience of my life in terms of, it was the middle of May, obviously, with it being a cup final. In fact, the end of May, I think. Everyone's wearing short-sleeve shirts. The hoops are everywhere. And it's like the worst day of the year for weather. It was torrential rain. Everyone's soaked to the skin. And Celtic go behind early,
I don't know
come
what
back.
Johnny Hayes was up to, by the way, just about ruining it.
He ran off Lee Griffiths,
Brilliant
actually, funnily
finish,
enough.
I know.
Really good finish. Aberdeen that day were excellent. They
were
played
good,
really
weren't they?
well. It was a brilliant final, and they still couldn't do it. And the images of Tom Rogic scoring that winning goal will stick with me forever.
As somebody that was there as well, it was fantastic. But the game was just too tense to enjoy.
Do you mind that?
But do you not think
Obviously
the enjoyment of
was-
when you score
I mean,
is that's added to by how intense
Yes,
the game is?
yes, I think so.
when-
Yes,
see when
it's
you
better
had-
than if we'd.
Hence why
See, when
Tony
you
Watt's goal against Barca is so
Yes.
amazing.
See when you had moments like Hayes running down the wing and having a simple ball across for McLean to tap in, that's when you start thinking to yourself, oh no. And then when you do get that goal, having been through all of that, you're spot on.
Honestly,
It
we
just
won that
adds
game
to
with
everything.
Cal McGregor at left back for
Cal
the
McGregor
majority
made
of
the
it.
mistake for that, and Ryan Jack was in the Aberdeen team, exceptional.
So he was, aye. Mind
Tierney went
Madison,
off.
did he not have Madison
Aye,
as well?
Tierney
James
get-
Madison?
He didn't play,
Didn't
but
play.
he was he played the League Cup final match. I
Oh,
think he'd maybe
right,
left
okay.
at that stage. He'd go in
And
January or something.
Tierney played and he get punched, elbowed in the face,
Aye,
and the guy,
Stockley.
That's right,
this guy still didn't get sent off. Well, there you
Mind
go.
him, he
Aye.
was
And Tierney
shocking,
came back. But
Stockley.
the celebrations that day complete the Invincible season. That is what the Scottish Cup means to us. What does it mean to you, David?
It's just that it gives you the final word in the season as well. I think I always
good
feel
point.
that when you win the league, brilliant, superb. You have the bragging rights. See, if you then go on to lose the cup final, there's always that bitter taste in your
Regret.
mouth.
Yep.
There is always regret, and not even just if it's for a treble. Even if you're just in the cup final, regardless, it leaves a real bitter taste. I think it's massive. I love the Scottish Cup, and I love the Scottish Cup final.
And
It's a
because I'm an
brilliant day.
old guy compared to used to youngsters, like when I was like a wee lad and a huge Celtic fan, that was one of the few games that was on the telly. So it's always been like massive. I mean, I remember games from even the late 80s, shall we say, that I watched as a wee boy, Celtic winning cup finals.
Fantastic.
So, and losing as well, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's always been big, and like, because it's been a part of the treble the last few years. I mean, maybe when we won it in 2008 against Motherwell, that was, not 2018 again against Motherwell, that was like sort of, we knew we were going to win. But the ones against
Hearts and
Aberdeen,
Aberdeen.
against Hearts,
Yeah.
they were huge. And if we win it again this year, which I'm hoping we will, that'll be huge as we make it 9 in a row, we get another treble.
Wow.
Stunning.
Nicely put. Right, I think that's us for another week, guys. Thanks,
That's
David.
us.
Thanks, John. Obviously, as we say, Scottish Cup Sunday, Celtic are away to St Johnstone. Let us know below your thoughts on how you think that one will go, and also if you've got any Scottish Cup memories that maybe stick out to you more than others, or that we've perhaps missed, because there's so many that we undoubtedly have. Please let us know below. If you've not yet subscribed, give that a go. Also the podcast we do, Boys v Blue Noses, subscribe there as well. We're also on Twitter at 67HailHail and Facebook as well. Until then, next week we're back. I think early Monday we're going to chat a bit about what's been happening. Hopefully a St Johnstone,
Absolutely.
a Celtic victory over St Johnstone. We'll speak to you then.